Mrs. Riley, still here?
Well, I was hoping you'd have some work for me, Doctor.
I'm afraid we've got our wires crossed. I told Mrs. Shelley to send you on home. The lab's going to be backed up. It'll be a while.
Oh, how long do you think?
Oh, maybe a half hour, maybe a little longer. You're perfectly welcome to stay here, but I think you'd be better off at home.
All right. Will you promise to call me as soon as you hear something, please?
Of course. And try to relax.
Got engaged.
Darling?
Hi.
How's the circus?
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. Kevin was a little bored. Tell me. What have you been up to?
Oh, I just had some errands run, that's all. Have there been any phone calls for me, sweetheart?
No, I don't think so. How could there be, huh?
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Tina? Sweetheart, I'm terribly sorry, but could you make it short? I'm expecting a really important phone call.
Listen, Michelle, can I call you back? Right. Bye. Excuse me for living.
What did you say?
I don't know, honey. I didn't hear it.
I don't care. I can't deal with it. I'll have a shower.
Yes, okay. Tina, darling, are you having dinner with us tonight?
No, I was going to go work at the Pizza Parlor.
Oh, Tina.
It's a good way for me to get some extra money for the summer. And, by the way, Viki, I think I might be a little late tonight.
How late?
Well, the Pizza Parlor stays open till like 11 during the summer, and, sometimes if it's, real busy, they even stretch that a little.
Okay, well, in that case, I want you to take my car, all right?
Oh, listen, it's okay. I can walk.
I have told you we've been over this. I don't want you walking around late at night. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. If there's some kind of problem, I'll call Uncle Joe, all right?
Do you promise me you'll... all right. I want you to leave at the actual closing time. Now, you tell them that, all right? And don't work too hard. Goodbye. Hello?
Mrs. Riley, it's Dr. Winthrop.
Yes, Doctor.
I have your lab tests back. Congratulations. You're definitely pregnant.
Yes, Joe?
Well,
Yes.
I hope you lay down in the law by what time she's supposed to come home.
Oh, yes, I made it quite clear to her.
Well, how
Joe,
clear, huh?
I made it clear enough so there could be no possible
Okay,
misunderstanding.
well, I hope we don't have to go through this thing with Kevin. Oh, he's a boy. Boys are different, right?
Joe,
Yeah?
will you please be quiet for a second and sit down here next to me? Please?
Sure.
Now, I have some absolutely sensational news. At least I hope you'll be happy about it. Don't you agree that we could use some terrific news around here?
Absolutely.
Okay, then. Joseph, you and I, are going to have a baby. And Dr. Winthrop said it's definitely going to be a boy or a girl. That's a joke. I mean, it's not a joke we're having a baby. It's a joke about what the doctors... Oh, maybe I should have prepared you a bit for this. Darling, I didn't want to tell you until I was absolutely sure. And I wasn't sure until the doctor got the test back from the lab. And that only happened a minute. Are you all right? Joe?
What was the question?
Are you stunned or are you unhappy?
You have to be careful. You better sit down.
I am sitting down.
Well, then I better sit down.
You're sitting
I had
down.
no idea. I had no idea. Boy or girl. I had no idea.
Oh, I have no idea.
Anthony's empty.
Yes. Well, apparently they were going to, but it was full. So they've taken all the sort of overflow patients to all the other hospitals in the outlying areas. And nobody knows where anyone is, of course. So what Pat is doing, she's going from one hospital to the next until she finds him.
Well, I hope she finds him soon. I know in that situation, primitive conditions, field hospital.
I know. I don't know where Joe is. I'm going to call his office, see what's
Don't worry, he said he'd be late.
He said? When did you see him?
At the hospital.
Why?
Well, he had some questions about his heart.
He's worried about his heart?
No, about the hereditary part.
Oh, gosh, I should have realized.
What?
Well, the same thing has been on my mind, and wouldn't you know, neither of us has said anything to the other one for fear of making the other person worry. Well, who did he see, and what did he say?
Larry, why don't you ask the man himself? Hey, Joe, glad you're home.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, darling.
Sorry I'm late.
All right.
What am I supposed to tell her?
Boy, those kids are sure quiet. I better check on them. They might be in. You talk to him.
Thanks a lot. So,
You were at the hospital today.
that chief of staff's got a big mouth.
Yeah, well, never mind about that. Who did you see?
Jack Scott. He said there's absolutely nothing to worry about. There isn't the slightest chance that this child can inherit my heart problem. And the heart problem I had that I no longer have.
Really?
Yeah, he said if that thing was going to happen, it would have manifested itself with Kevin.
So Joe Jr. gets a clean bill of health?
Absolutely. That is a strange name for a girl, isn't it?
Oh, you're so sure you've called this right this
Well, I
time.
stand a 50% chance of being right, don't I?
You've got your heart set on a girl, don't you? I'm sort of inclined to agree with you.
You expecting anybody?
Not for another 7 months or so.
I like that. Let it ring.
Darling, you know I can't do that. I can't let doorbells or telephones ring. Besides, it's probably Tina. She's always forgetting her keys. Dorian!
Hello, Viki.
You're not due back till Monday.
Hi, Dora.
It was that health farm. I got absolutely sick of it. I mean, you know, all those fresh veggies and no meat, no liquor. I thought I would kill for a drink. Anyway, we were driving up the hill, and I said to Charles, stop the car. I'm going to say hello to Joe and to Viki. Here's something. You look marvelous. Thank you. Shall we tell her why?
I don't see why not. We are going to have a baby. I just found out last week.
Oh, how wonderful. Really, that's just such delightful news. I'm pleased for you both. So tell me all about it. How far along are you? How are you feeling?
Dorian, there's very little to tell at this point. I went to Dr. Winthrop, and he took an instant lab test, and voila, there I was. Larry, look who's back in town.
Hello, Larry. You look well. How are things at the hospital?
Well, fine. Well, actually, business is off a little, but then we always do get a slump this time of year.
He's joking, of course, but it is true. People don't like to have elective surgery during the summer.
Say nothing of the gas shortage?
Larry, don't you think that Victor would have been pleased at the prospect of having a new grandchild?
Yes, I think he'd be very pleased.
Would somebody please offer me a drink? That way we can propose a toast.
And you can also let me know what's been going on while I've been away.
Yeah, Dorian, sit down.
Thank you. What about Pat? Is she back from San Carlos?
No. As a matter of fact, she called me last night, and she hasn't been able to find Paul.
I'm not surprised. I think it's really strange what she did. I mean, here she is a virtual newlywed, and she goes flying down there when she knows there's absolutely nothing she can do. I'll tell you, though, there's somebody I would like to see on a plane to San Carlos.
Who might that be?
Adam Brewster, so that he can see for himself the carnage and ruin that he's created down there. I'll tell you the things that Peter and I saw. Oh, well, on to more cheerful subjects. To your new baby. Cheers. Viki? Joe?
Thank you.
We're in your office. I came by to pick you up for dinner, and Becky called. She told you that Richard was on assignment in Yugoslavia.
Yeah, what's the matter with me? Huh? Must be overworked. You say nothing of all the aggravation caused with doing business with Dorian yesterday.
Yes.
Well, at least now we have 2 whole weeks without her, during which time I will recover my sanity, my incomparable good humor, and my irresistible charm. Got work to do. Have a good day, darling.
Now, just a minute. That was not a goodbye. That was a sort of so long.
Well, I
Are
love
you
you.
sure you're all right?
The mere mention of Dorian's name is enough to throw anybody, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, sweetheart, if Abbott calls,